full moon, birds are chirping. That means it's twilight, and there is no better time to do a video of a truck than right now, because this is as good as this truck ever looks, is when the sun is going down, the moon is coming up, the dark gray looks fantastic. So I'm taking advantage of that, and I'm gonna do a video for you right now, live, one take, to walk through the accessories we've been able to get done on this truck. Now, I owe you a 10,000 mile review. I planned to do it a couple of weeks ago, and then my dad borrowed my truck. I'm just now getting it back. So it's coming, I promise. I have so much to say about this truck. It's all gonna be positive for the most part, but nevertheless, hold up and we'll talk about that. Today, tonight, this evening, or morning, if that's when you're watching this, let's walk through what I have added to this truck to start making it my own. Right off the bat, you probably notice a couple of things here from the front. The first is the very large A-pillar lights, but also the yellow or amber lights in the bumper. So I am running 2 sets of Baja design lights with mounts that are specific to the 5th gen Ram 2500. So the first set is a Amber Squadron Pro and uses a retrofit kit that replaces the stock driving light, uses all the wiring obviously from the driving light. It's a direct replacement kit. Took about 20 minutes, 30 minutes to install. It's super simple on this truck. I did make one mistake in that these come on automatically when you turn the wheel or have your turn signal on, and I did opt for the Squadron Pro off-road light. So I do blind poor unsuspecting people in Jettas when they're turning in front of me or I'm turning in front of them. But other than that, I love the fact that I can just use the switch in the truck to turn these on and off, and they are plenty bright. They are great in the fog. I also like this yellow, kind of stands out, adds a little pop, lets you know something's going on with the truck. Second set of lights are these. So these are also Baja design. These are XL Sports. Now these are technically street legal according to the lumen count, but obviously in Indiana, having them mounted this high, can't actually use them. But these are a great off-road light. I get no reflection off of the hood. Baja comes with this mounting bracket. It actually is specific to this truck, and they are on there good. There is no bouncing at all. Now these I have wired to a temporary switch in the truck. I am going to get an actual switch module that we'll use to run some of the lights in the back that we'll talk about in a little bit. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I did swap out the wheels and tires. This truck came with a very large, a 35 by 13 tire. I'm now running just one size above stock. I think it looks pretty good. These are the Pro Comp all-terrains. I'm really happy with these tires. Pretty aggressive tread, but really quiet on the road. Great in the rain. They were great in the snow. And I've got those wrapped around a set of 20-inch Method 301s. These have always been my favorite wheel. I think they look great on this truck. Super excited about those. I'll go into a little more detail when we do the review of the truck. Coming back here, the one item that I'm super excited about is the Front Runner, God, I can't talk today. Front Runner Slimline 2 rack. So this is actually a rack for a Toyota Tacoma, and it mounts, as you can see, to the track system in the bed, and it is solid, all aluminum construction. Guys, this thing was not super cheap, but for the money, it is amazing. The quality of this piece, from assembly, customer service, I was hanging underneath it from these crossbars. They are stout, and so I think this is going to really do what I need it to do. Can hold 600 pounds static weight, and really, I think, kind of sets off the look of the truck really well. Let's swing around to the oh yeah, how's this for an accessory? This is why you don't let your dad borrow your truck. Mailbox 1 Dodge Ram 2. So waiting on a headlight to come in for that, but we won't talk about that today. So if we come around, there we go, a little better light. So this mounts with 6 legs. It is a channel lock system. So it has these notches and you actually can attach through these rails. That is front and underneath, or top and bottom. So you can actually mount things underneath or on top. And for me, it works perfect with the Ram boxes because it does not interfere with the opening. And so that's kind of one of the advantages of this smaller, more narrow rack for this. A lot of people have asked me why I went with this height rack versus say a nut house or something that sits up at a normal height. And the reality is I really wanted to mount a bike on this more than anything. I'm not going to be using this for a rooftop tent or anything like that. And the height of this truck, I'm 6'2". This is about as far into this rack as I can reach. So anything much taller, you're starting to deal with a step ladder. And so this is a, you know, if I want to put the rails on the edge of this, use this as a basket, this is really a much more usable height for me than something that would sit much taller. It also provides me with a couple of other items. One is turn these on. With the bed configuration that I have, that's about 3.5, just about 3 feet top to bottom. So most anything that I would need to haul, I can fit underneath there, but it's still too small to haul furniture, which means none of my friends or family are going to ask to borrow this truck to move furniture. So that was really important to me for that. But in all seriousness, I'm kidding. What it really enabled me to do is most of the time I'm using this to haul totes for my camping equipment. And so I just needed this to sit up high enough that I had room to get underneath there. And this is at a good enough height that I can scoot in and out without any real issues. And then of course I'm running Line-X in the bed, which I did. Also, this is the stock 1500 Ram bed divider, which works just fine in the 2500. I picked that up on eBay, and I'm using it currently as a mount for my Max Tracks, but they're actually going to be going up here with a mount that I'll do a review on later in the month. So yeah, that's what she's looking like so far. Still some more work to do, but coming along nicely, and look forward to talking more about it this weekend. We'll get that 10,000 mile review out there for you guys. But please, if you like this video, click like and subscribe. Leave me any comments if you think there's some things I could be doing or should be doing with the truck. Otherwise, we'll keep cranking on it, and I'll let you know when I've got some more accessories.